I'm Sarah, otherwise known as Yarnmugs on Instagram and Ravelry. Welcome to my 23rd podcast. Today is the 7th of March 2022. It's really sunny. I don't normally film this time in the afternoon. What is the time? 1:45. I normally film in the morning, so I might be squinting because I can feel the sun going over. But it's a beautiful day and I just thought I've got to grab this opportunity and film. This is my podcast about my knitting, crochet and sewing, and I often talk about the book I'm reading as well. Thank you for any new viewers giving me a try. Thanks for popping over, and for all my regular viewers who keep coming back and leaving such lovely comments, thank you too. And for any Ko-fi donations, I really appreciate that. That's always a treat when that pops up in my email, so thank you so much if you've done that after the last video. At the last video I spoke about a giveaway because I had reached 1,000 subscribers, so if you're interested in that and you entered that giveaway, hang on till the end and I'll announce a winner. So let's get on with what I've been making since the last time I saw you. I might as well talk about what I'm wearing. That's the first thing. Last week, on Friday the 4th, me and my sister went to the knitting, it's called the Stitch Festival, I think. The stitching show, like the knitting and stitching show in London. And I really had the urge to sew a dress. I hadn't sewn a dress since last May for my 50th birthday. And so I was a little bit out of practice, but I was desperate to make something to wear to the show. So I made this. This is the Wilder gown by the Friday Pattern Company. It is a really simple make. What I wanted though was not to have it too big, because if I make things that are too big, they're not necessarily very flattering. But I really love the look of this neckline. So I was really tempted, or really wanted to make it. So the material I've used, I bought this a long time ago. I think this is, in fact, I bought this in April 2020. It was one of the first fabrics I bought online from Sew Me Sunshine, and it's called Zara Viscose Twill. But at the time, I'd only bought 1 metre of it for £9. And as time went on, once I started sewing dresses, I realised 1 metre is just not big enough to make a dress. And ages later, some more became available, but it took a long time. Let me just see, when did I buy that next one? Oh, back in May 21, so like a year later, I bought 2 more metres of that for £18. So I ended up with 3 metres of it, but I didn't use all of that. So it's a beautiful green with really sort of peachy flowers on. It is such a beautiful make. You can't really see it here, but the sleeves are a raglan shaping, and it gives such a nice shape with this pull-in, with this neck, which is just a channel, and then you make a tie, and you can tie this as tight as you like. It has got quite a deep gape here, which I've had before with other dresses, but I really love that sort of neckline. The bodice is quite short on me. I think next time I might make the bodice a little bit longer. I'm going to stand up to show you. And I didn't use the skirt pattern. I just sort of made 2 big rectangles of skirt, and I've put pockets in seams, like side seam pockets. It's nice and flowy, but not too floaty. I feel like it's quite flattering, but I definitely think I need a longer bodice. But it was a lovely make, and I can't wait to make another. I'm quite tempted to, I've never done it before, but to have the little elastic around the cuff just to bring the sleeves in a little bit, and also it would be lovely with short sleeves as well. But I'm really happy with it. It came out perfectly for me. The skirt ends just on my knee, so it could be a little bit longer, but it's fine as it is. And I wore it with a pair of tights and sort of some chunky black shoes, and I felt really nice. I did get a compliment while I was out, which is always lovely, isn't it, when you've made something yourself. So I'll chat a bit more about the stitching show a bit later when I'll show you some of the things I bought. So since the last time, I've been working on 3 things. One of them is my Yuletide blanket. I haven't done much, but I just wanted to show you where I'm at. I think last time I'd literally just done this sort of square centre bit, and I'd said last time I'm going to carry on following the pattern as it suggests, which is 1 colour per row. So I'm just using these 3 colours from Hobbycraft, from I think it's the Women's Institute yarn. Yeah, in a dark grey, a light grey and a blue, and I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, I haven't done much, but I just wanted to get the idea of what it's like with 1 colour per row. So I think I'm on about row 27, and there are 76 rows for the blanket, as well as a few extra rows for an edging, so that will take me a little while longer yet. I do tend to focus on one project, so I don't always get big chunks done of everything, so that one I haven't done much of. The same as well with my Mount Airy socks. I think I showed you these a couple of podcasts ago, but all weekend I did do a lot more work on these. Oh, just to go back, the Yuletide blanket, just in case you didn't know, it's by Lucy from Attic24. It's a free pattern on her blog. Here are the Mount Airy socks. I'm doing a toe up. At the weekend, I sort of finished the foot. I've put a fish lips kiss heel in, and then now I'm working my way up on the leg. It's lovely yarn, lovely in the stockinette, and in the pattern, I don't know if you can sort of just see, there's a textured pattern there. This yarn, here's the yarn in its ball. I bought this from a little knitting shop trip with my sister a little while ago. It's the Superba vintage. I've just weighed this sock actually, so even though I've only got the leg to do, I've only used 15 grams of yarn. So it's amazing, isn't it, what you can get out of a small amount of yarn. Pleased with my fish lips kiss heel, it's come out nice. So yeah, I was hoping to have one sock finish, but never mind. So that Mount Airy, I will link everything down below, but just in case you're interested, it's by Mary Lukas. And it's a lovely pattern. It's a 5-row pattern repeat to give this texture, and there's a different way of doing it for the right foot and the left foot, but it's very, very easy, and it definitely feels nice. It's lovely. And this is held in my little grey girl, her pyramid, her sort of classic pyramid project bag. Perfect for a sock or a small project. Oh, there's one more thing. I need to get it. It's in the airing cupboard. Hold on. Let me see if I can pause. I'm going to stop. No, I'm going to carry on and I'll show you at the end. I'll stop it and restart it. Sorry, I'm not very technical. I'm just looking at the iPad thinking, is there a pause button? But it looks like it's just a stop button. It will start again. We'll talk about the next thing in a minute. Look at that blue sky. So since the last podcast, I've cast on a new sweater. When me and Ali were at the Waltham Abbey Wool Show, there was lots of samples of jumpers and sweaters, and I recognised this particular pattern, but I couldn't remember what it was called. And the dyer at the time said it was the V-back sweater. Let me just check who that designer is by. So the V-back tee, rather, is by Jamie Hoffman. It is a lovely top-down sweater, and it's called a V-back, but you can wear the V at the front or the back. I'll show you mine so far. I'm really loving it. So I think I might wear mine with the V at the front. Yeah, you can really see that. Isn't that yarn beautiful? Now the pattern is a short sleeve, but I've seen others do it with long sleeve, so I'm just going to see how much I can get out of the yarn I've got. but it's got this lovely feature where you're making one right and left to create that V. So the yarn I'm using, it's very luxurious. I'll show you this one in the skein. It's a bit messy because I'd undone it, but it's really plump. It was from a local to me dyer who is now no longer dyeing, and she's called Mint Bee Yarn. I think I've mentioned her before with other yarn I've used. This is her Beeluscious yarn, superwash merino, nylon and cashmere in a 4-ply, but it is really, really plump. So I've got 2 skeins of that, and then my contrasting skein is this beautiful yarn by Dyeworks. Now Jude from Dyeworks dyed up some yarn during the pandemic to raise money for the NHS, and I think this yarn was called Wash Your Face, and I think she also did a Wash Your Hands. This is Superwash Blue Face Leicester and nylon, and you can just see it does go well with the purple because there's sort of purple in it, but it's got these pops of neon. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. I do love purple. So it's a lovely make, really straightforward, really easy. And the pattern calls for, you can do it in all different combinations of colours, 1 colour, 5 colours, but I'm following the 3 colour. I just wanted you to see that contrast yarn there. And even though I've only got 2 colours, I'm using the 3rd or the 2nd skein as a 3rd colour. And she has sort of in her pattern suggestions of how you blend in the different colours. But isn't it lovely? So yeah, I'd recommend that. So that's what I've got left from my first skein. So it did use up quite a lot, but it's the whole bodice, you know, before separating for the sleeves. I haven't done much since separating, so it's only about a couple of inches. Yeah, so that's been a lovely make, and that's what really I've been working on. The other thing I wanted to show you, which is upstairs, I'm going to go and get that in a second. I've made a baby blanket, and it's the Dainty Diamond baby blanket, and that is by Ivy and Mabel, I think they're called. Yeah, Ivy and Mabel. I'm going to get it now. Right, I'm back. So yeah, I've made the Dainty Diamond blanket. I've used stylecraft special DK. I've used 2 balls of the white and 1 of the navy, and you can see the diamond pattern. So it's a lovely size for a baby blanket. It's lovely and drapey, perfect in a pram or over a car seat, or even in a cot. I made the same blanket for this new baby's older brother. This baby's not born yet, but last time the baby came a bit early, so I'm really pleased to have it all done. Isn't that lovely? I love a white blanket. Oh, God, it's getting a bit hot. Every time I podcast, it's normally freezing, and now I'm quite hot. Right, so that's all my makes. My 2 blankets, my pair of socks, and my V-back sweater. And my dress. I thought I'd just quickly talk to you about when I went to the stitching show and show you what I bought from there. I went there with an idea of what I wanted. I wanted fabric that was viscose, a bit like this, and I also wanted possibly some gingham. So I managed to do that. Well, I didn't get any viscose, but I got another fabric that I really had wanted. So I went to the Fabric Godmother stall. I've never bought yarn. I've never bought fabric from her before. She had loads of lovely fabric, and I was really drawn to this. I hope this doesn't make everyone's eyes go funny. So it's red gingham, but can you see there's like a different textured panel. Yeah, I'm really drawn to red. I've got a red jumper that I wear a lot, and I love that. So I really fancied making a dress in red gingham for the summer. So I bought a couple of meters of that, and I also went to the Emporia stall, and I treated myself to a pattern and some fabric, and I bought this Frida dress. And first of all, I was thinking, I don't know if this is going to be very flattering, because the bodice starts, or ends rather, right across your bust, but I suppose it is like a smock style dress with lovely pockets on the front, and you can also make it into a top. So I bought that pattern, and then I was really drawn to some gauze, double gauze, I think it's double gauze or just gauze, or like muslin, in a lovely kind of sky blue colour. And again, I thought that'd be lovely and flowy and cool for the summer. I don't know if that's inside out, if you can, you know what I mean, you can see the kind of crinkliness of the gauze. So I was really pleased. I didn't buy too much, but the things I bought were things that I really wanted. And I've made an Emporia pattern before, the Cassie dress, and they're really simple, lovely, lovely patterns. So they were my buys from the show, and it was at the Emporia stall where she said, "Oh, I love your dress," and then she gave me a little badge. So what? I think previously I've talked about subscribing to a couple of yarn clubs, and they arrive this month as well. So one of them is from Beeluscious and Birdsong, and her yarn club it's the Scenic Britain Yarn Club, and this month's one was Tobermory in Scotland. And anyone from the UK with children, if you used to watch Balamory, that's where it was filmed. Beautiful, like little town, all different colour houses, and this is the yarn. So all different colours with a matching greeny blue. I've said last time, I don't know whether I'm being a bit fussy or whether I've liked this too much, but I'm sure I'll make it or turn it into something nice. They are, I think it is like a sock set, and it has come with a little, oh look at that little boat. Is that sweet? But yeah, do you know what I mean? You never, because it's like a surprise, you don't know if you're going to like it or not, but it's superwash merino nylon, and a 50 gram and a 20 gram, so plenty for a pair of socks. And the other subscription is Beehive yarns, and this is her Enchanted yarn club. So this was the picture, and I do absolutely love this. This is the yarn that goes with it. It's a beautiful match. I do love these, as you can see from what I'm wearing. It's like the greens, browns, real autumnal. So I'm really pleased with that one. And I suppose that's the risk you take, joining a yarn club that you don't know what the yarn's going to be like. Look at them pops there. Beautiful yarn. This is 100 grams, and the yarn club for this was, I went with the DK because I thought I really want to get a bit more DK in my stash. Oh, it's so hot. I need the windows or the doors open. Right, so that's all my makes, all my buys and my yarny treats. I feel like I've been really quick. I thought I'd be chatting for ages. The other thing I was going to talk to you about was the book I've read recently. And I've recently finished this book, My Brilliant Friend. I read her other book, The Lost Daughter. I have talked about that as well. Oh yeah, I really enjoyed this. There's lots of very good reviews from other authors on here. But it was it's a really good story based on a little Italian village and the relationships between the two friends and all the other families in that area. It can be quite sad, not sad as in it would make you cry, but just yeah, it's got, some of the situations are quite sad, but it was a really good book. I couldn't really put it down. I'm trying to see if there's something that would describe it in a... Oh, here it is. So it tells a story of two friends born in a poor but vibrant neighbourhood in Naples. Yeah, so it's a really honest look at two young women seeking to carve out a destiny for themselves, and the story of a city and a country undergoing momentous change. So yeah, it was really, really good. I would recommend it. I don't know if I've explained it well enough, but it's very honest about friendship, and even about families and the different types of families there are, and even like coming of age, you know, relationships and things like that. So yeah, I'd recommend it. These books by this author are all translated, and I think they're all translated by the same person. So that, you know, she's got lots of books out. But yeah, that was a really, really good book. Okay, so the other thing I was going to say was to announce the giveaway winner. So I mentioned last time, for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I've bought this lovely project bag from a friend who is a local to me maker called Gardening Witch Designs, and it comes with this lovely little stitch markers or progress creepers with numbers for your hook or needle size. Well, that was really sweet. And then I've included this lovely yarn from the Wall Kitchen in a DK weight, because I love the Wall Kitchen yarn, and this is a real classic of hers with this splash of colour on a plain base, and I thought it all went well with the grey. And then I also bought a little tin with these cute little knitters on there, and I can't remember how to open these. Oh yeah, and inside was a sweet little, again, another progress keeper with a little cat knitting. If you can see that all right. So yeah, I was blown away by the amount of comments and lovely things that people have said after the last video and congratulating me on the 1,000 subscriber. So yeah, I really wanted to give something back and do a little giveaway. So I've never done this before, but I found the app, which was the YouTube comment picker, and I'd asked people to put the number 1,000 in their comment to be picked for this giveaway. So I've put this video in, I've put the word 1,000, and now I can press start, and it's trying to find someone. And it has found Sandy McLean or McLean. And Sandy said, 1,000, thank you, that's very generous of you. Ah, well done, Sandy. I don't know where you are, so please message me. You can message me on Instagram if you're on there for privately, so that you can give me your details, your address, and I'll send you this in the post. So yeah, I was really hoping. I left this video till now, till I sort of stopped getting any more comments. So yeah, I hope everyone's been included that wanted to be. But yeah, well done, Sandy, and thank you so much for watching my videos and getting me to the 1,000. So yeah, I'm just gonna screenshot that for myself as a reminder, and then yeah, make contact with me. Right, this video has been a bit of a bitty, isn't it? I'm so sorry, stopping and starting. I never ever stop and start. I tend to just do it all in one take, and then my daughter just adds music at the beginning and at the end. So I'm gonna have to get her to sort of merge it. I hope it's okay. But yeah, I hope you're all okay. Yeah, I'm getting a bit hot. I'm gonna have to go, I think, 'cause this is just too hot. But how beautiful is that sky? It is a lovely day today. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I should have said that I haven't said. But I think that's probably it. Yeah, that is it. So I've got lots of plans to get some of these things done, and also to do a bit more sewing. So I might have something more sewing wise to show you next time. But yeah, thank you all again for watching. Take care. See you soon.